4 license plates I don't ever want to see on the interstate. New York, New Jersey, South Carolina, Florida. Mm-hmm. If I see those,
that is a super accurate.
That is an insane pool.
That's an insane pool.
You can throw Texas in the mix too. You can throw You can throw Texas
or Texas. Life.
No cats.
New York, Jersey, South Carolina, Florida.
That's
very accurate.
Those license plates on
the road. Top 4.
Get out my way.
Get out my way. Move, leave, exit now.
Yeah.
I'm actually calling the police.
Yeah, I was like, homie was like, yo, let's go pull up to this. My brother was out here. He was like, let's pull up to this dessert bar. He was like, I want to get some hookah. I was like, it's a fucking dessert bar. You eating cheesecake and smoking hookah, nigga?
Mm-hmm. And that's my spot.
That's your spot?
That is my spot. Crave is my spot.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
bro, we went to Fume 2 weekends ago, because I read the flyer wrong. I thought I was going to some.
Oh.
Man, they was promoting this event on social. I ain't gonna say who it was. They was promoting this event on social media for like this Black Dads Night. It was supposed to be like this panel discussion of, fatherhood and blackness and all that type of stuff. I said, man, I'm gonna pull up, man, do some fellowship, meet some people, try to create some relationships on and everything like that. Told Dave he was out of town for a wedding, whatever. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go with some other boys. They was like, so they was at Fume, but I misread the flyer wrong. The way they had it presented, it made it seem like some of this stuff was happening at Fume. I never been there before. I didn't know it was like a hookah.
Yeah.
A hookah joint. So I show up, and we go in there, business as usual. DJ playing music, playing ball, open everything like that. And so like the vibe wasn't bad. It just was like this one, like mismanaged expectations and stuff like that. So I done now I got on a manly D joint. I'm thinking I'm about to bond and everything like that.
Not
so
you wearing Nelia to the bar.
So I'm like, yo, I'm thinking I'm about to make connection and everything in there. So we end up just sitting there at the bar and everything. And I'm legit disappointed. I'm like,
nigga sad.
Yeah, I'm saying like, so my man called me. He like, y'all still over there? I said, yeah. I said, don't waste your time, bro. They ain't over here uplifting nobody. I was like,
so was it at another location?
It happened before the event. So that was like an after event, hangout or whatever. So we missed we ended up staying anyway and just having a good time. What bothered me though, and this is how I ain't been nowhere in a long time. Eventually they started like bringing hookah out. Everybody sitting there. So then we finally like, man, we gonna get hookah or not? And so it was like, man, we might as well. We here, we out. Everybody, kid free and stuff like that. So then they brought the hookah, set the one hookah down, and then gave everybody their tips. Mm-hmm. So then I was like,
you can do it. That ain't you.
I was like, man, should folk niggas be sharing one hookah?
Hey. No, hookah was probably $60.
I'm like, is it okay for a group of men to share one hookah?
To be
or should
fair,
we have individuals?
I've never experienced hookah with a group of men. So
See, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm like, should we be sharing a hookah drink?
You know what I mean? So I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that.
I mean, you got your own tips.
Yeah, I know, but you still pay. I don't know. I guess I can't.
So what
see
you
how
saying
that's
is
no
y'all with some bad bitches?
That's what happened. Sound like it,
bro. So actually, what happened was before we had it, I was looking around at the other tables, and most of the tables were either groups of men or groups of women, obviously having a good time, whatever. And it was like several groups of male tables. Everybody had one hookah, and they would just pass the hookah around.
That's how they get down in Charlotte out here.
Well, hookah is a Middle Eastern pastime.
Correct.
And it actually is it's communal.
Yeah, tea
amongst
and hookah.
Men.
Yeah, tea and hookah.
And we have Americans, we've made it hookah to be only thing that women do. But in actuality, the origins of it is that this is something that men do with each other.
Sure.
Yeah, and before y'all try to fry me up or something, I don't know about hookah. I'm not a hookah savant or nothing like that. I don't frequent hookah bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or nothing
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I
So
ain't been to a
this
hookah
is
bar
new information
since-
to me. That's why I'm asking. Because the same thing happened when we went. I went to lunch with the guys in the midday because Mr. Tokyo be having a limited sushi for lunch for $12 or whatever. So we go up in that joint. Nigga, table next to us.
tempura rolls. I mean, give me
Nah,
all the
look,
tempura
bro.
rolls you
Hey,
got.
bro, the table next to us.
You the chicken fingers and French fries.
Oh, nah,
friend.
that ain't me. Nah. I
They's gonna
explore.
tempura everything.
No, not at all.
Tempura
I don't
just
even.
means
I don't
it's
even.
cooked, though.
Yeah, I don't
It's
even eat
just-
tempura.
Yeah, I don't even. Me neither.
Because
Yeah, I
you
don't
know
eat
they
tempura.
say that nowadays you need to have that stuff cooked because
Yeah.
raw can be messed
No,
up.
I like my sushi.
I'm doing
I
everything
like my
raw.
sushi like I like my coochie.
I'm doing everything raw. Raw. Hey,
Don't tempura me nothing.
I want nothing cooked.
So we was in that kick. We was in there chilling, bro. Mind our business, having a good time. Table next to us. whole table full of niggas. One sushi plate.
Nah, we ain't sharing no sushi plate.
Exactly, bro. So I was sitting there. I was like,
Nah.
everyone was taking from the same one little. Everyone was sharing the same sushi. But I'm looking at that joint like,
Nah, bruh.
can we?
Man,
do
watch
that?
out.
Is that acceptable?
Man, watch out.
The only way I can see that
There's
is
6 people at that table.
the only reason you saying it's one plate, so that's like mind blowing.
But they can have multiple rolls on
That's
the
what I'm
plate.
saying. That's the only thing that would make sense is some kind of like sampler situation. But I can't imagine there being one plate and multiple people eating off one plate unless there are multiple. Like there's 6 plates and everybody's just trying everything. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it was literally.
And you can
one
tell a lot about a
joint.
person based upon the type of sushi,
Sushi roll
eat.
they order. Yeah.
You can tell a lot about a person.
Yep. Troy thinking about it.
Yum
You eat
yum
sushi?
sauce and eel sauce, and then I'm good.
You
It don't
put
even
sauce
matter.
on sushi on your sushi?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now, here's the crazy thing. I don't like soy sauce. People be loving soy sauce.
I'm
don't
not
like
a
soy-
real
I'm
big
not a
soy
soy
sauce
sauce
fan
either.
either.
I'm not a soy
I'll
sauce
add it on
person
top.
either.
I prefer like Thai chili, yum yum,
something like
eel
that.
sauce, a little
Yeah.
wasabi. You know what I mean? Get down
Wasabi
with that.
be
You know
it.
what I mean?
And
You know what I'm
I
saying?
judge a restaurant based on their wasabi.
Absolutely.
If I eat your wasabi and I can keep
I can
eating it,
breathe?
I can breathe.
I don't want that.
It's trash.
I don't want
I
that.
want that joint to take my breath away.
That's it.
That's what I want that
That's
joint
it.
to do.
Yeah.
Nah. So yeah. Nah. I don't know about that. Charlotte different, man. Different.
Hey
out
man,
there.
what's going on? Welcome to another edition of the Melly D's podcast where we have honest conversations that every man needs but rarely gets to have. It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know,
Don't ask me.
It's your boy T. Dive Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got something you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and
Follow. What it do though? It's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace, aka NBA Old Boy, aka I'm him, aka Mr. Big Shot, aka the Menace No Relation to Dennis. Let's get
Hey,
it.
what up, world? It's Dave. Dave has wings. I'm back in here. I'm doing my thing. Keep your mind elevated. Keep your feet on the ground. Subscribe to the pod. We're gonna keep polishing that crown.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
yeah, man, Charlotte different. I've been here for almost 6 years now, and it's still like so much I don't know about the city because I don't really be outside, but then I also don't have, other than you, people who are actually from Charlotte that are like, hey, you need to go here, you need to see this, you need to do this, whatever. So it's kind of just like I got a bunch of side quests with no completions, on stuff about the city.
I mean, it's a lot of, and it's always constantly changing. It's a new wave of businesses. It's a new wave
truly
of things
is.
that are happening every 5 to 6, 7 years, just because of the growth that's happening. So it's tough to keep up. It's tough to be tapped in with the culture if you don't, have those core groups or the core people that you rock with, because there is so much change and so much growth, and commerce is driving so much. It's like 1,500 people moving here. I think it's like every week, something like that, every month.
That's
something
crazy.
insane. Yeah.
Where they
So a
coming-
lot
are
of
they-
transplants.
Yeah.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Everywhere.
Now
Literally
Charlotte's
everywhere.
definitely up and coming.
A lot of New York, a lot of New Jersey,
A lot of people from the
people
north.
too. Just like
Atlanta.
Charlotte's known as like what they
Baby
call like
Atlanta.
the lily pad city. I've said this on different content and previous things before, but it's known as a lily pad city. So we have a lot of companies here. A lot of their like mid to upper tier offices are here. So people have to you got to go to the Charlotte office before you can go to the big office. So people come here, they be here for 2 or 3 years, do their time, and then they
And
off
leave.
to the next city. So they call it the lily pad city because people are just kind of coming in and going.
Truist, Wells, JLL is big out here. You know what I mean? It's a lot
America.
of, as you mentioned, large companies, but mid-size offices here. And it's totally different from my CIAA days coming to Charlotte and enjoying the debauchery that was going on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's different, but it's cool, man. It's more, to me, it's more eclectic. It's just from my experience. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely offering something unique to the region. It is tough seeing a lot of things change. Like even right now, they're talking about, the NCDOT has announced that they want to put toll lanes running from Brookshire, which is that kind of like exchange.
Oh, word?
All the way from Brookshire to the South Carolina border. It's like 11 miles, and they want it to be like elevated toll lanes. But part of that, or most of that, is going to run through historically black neighborhood. So people are saying that it's a symptom of the same thing. It's the same thing that's always happened. 277 was established running through black neighborhoods. All of Uptown was run through a neighborhood called Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like the Panther Stadium sits on top of an old black hospital and a lynching site.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of Charlotte is a very black city. It's actually a majority minority city as well. So there's a lot of things there's a lot of history and things, but it's built. The way I like to describe it is, and I said this in the comments on some of our old content when I was talking about being mayor. A guy asked like, "Why is Charlotte, weak mayor system?" He asked, "Why is that?" And on my TikTok, I kind of broke it down for him a little bit. But I like to describe Charlotte as a city made for transplants by transplants, because the 4 or 5 families that built Charlotte, that had their names on all the buildings and all that, they're not from here. But Charlotte has exactly.
all of
so
that,
Belk is probably the only family out of those 5, 6 families that actually has roots here.
Gotcha. Okay,
all the other ones are from either rural parts of South Carolina or North Carolina that came to this area to do business, because Charlotte historically has a background as a trading post dating back to even the 17th and 18th century with the natives. It was a crossroads for natives and indigenous folks. So it was a trading post that existed literally at the center of trade in Tryon. So this area and region has been rich and known for commerce for centuries, which is why you start to see the footholds of banking being the main industry,
right.
healthcare, real estate, all those types of things. Anything that's just kind of commerce driven. So it's been, people like to say that Charlotte doesn't have a culture. Charlotte does have culture. You just have to tap in with people that tapped into it, but that's because we lean more to allowing more commerce kind of to run.
I dig that.
It run its things and do its things. Commerce kind of run supreme, and the infrastructure is set up that way, from city government to county government. All those things are set up more friendly to businesses than they are kind of like people and culture. So
dang, and here I am just thinking Charlotte is Concord Mills.
Nah,
that's not even.
That ain't
That's
Charlotte.
not even Charlotte.
You in Fredericksburg. You in Fredericksburg talking about DMV. You in Fredericksburg.
That ain't even Charlotte for real.
Yeah, now I hope they don't do that toll thing, because I hate the 23-mile stretch on 77 with all them tolls. It's like, yo, bruh.
It's unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary, yo. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, they running them on 485 now too. 485 going.
They opening it up. They just send out an email to everybody
on the north
about it.
on the east side.
So what are they going to do with the tolls? Are meant to get money. What are they going to do with the money?
I really feel like it was like a payola situation. I feel like somebody in state government has like homies who build these toll lanes and is getting some type of kickback.
Yeah,
like I feel like because Charlotte's infrastructure has historically been a hodgepodge of things. Like, why do we have a light rail and a gold line? You know what I mean? Light rail only runs north and south. You know what I mean? Like the gold line only covers Elizabeth into like through Uptown, and they extended it into the West End finally. But it's like, why are we not picking a universal transportation system? Why isn't it? And I think a lot of it has to do again with just like commerce reigning supreme. Somebody had a good idea.
Aren't they introducing that though as part of like one of the 6 major projects of Charlotte? One of them is redoing the Panther Stadium, expanding the airport. They're supposed to be making one universal transportation.
Well, they're supposed to be expanding the light rail. So I've heard things about the light rail reaching out to the 6 surrounding town. I think it's 5 or 6 surrounding townships. So Matthews, Huntersville, Concord, and there's like 2 more that I'm missing. Probably like the Indian Trail somewhere out there on the southeast side. But they have been talking about extending the light rail out in those different directions, but trying to get those municipalities on board with a plan that also is being led by our municipality is kind of where the challenge comes to me, because how money gets divvied up and money that they need to raise in their tax base and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, they can definitely invest in that airport. I hate going to Charlotte.
Oh, it's growing. It's growing. That's
been
another thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Last time I was there, it was just construction everywhere. It's like, hey, bro, get it together.
They finished it. They finished that new wing. But they're continuing to grow like outside, like new runways and stuff like that. Because that's been another thing. The families in Steel Creek are having. There's neighborhoods in Steel Creek that are, being taken over by eminent domain for the growth of the airport and things like that. So it's a lot going. Charlotte's growth is coming, and it's an up and coming city. But there are people who are here and have always been here are always the ones who are paying for that level of growth
Right,
to
for
occur.
sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
So
Yeah.
you know, there was a study a couple years ago, Raj Chetty, I think it's Raj Chetty, but it's known as the Chetty study, talked about socioeconomic mobility. Charlotte was ranked 50 out of 50, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like economic mobility. So if you were born poor in Charlotte, chances are you're going to stay poor in Charlotte because of how everything is structured. We've improved that ranking. I think last year or 2 years ago, 2024, the report was updated. We moved up to 38th.
All right,
But we
progress.
still in the
Okay,
lower
that's
half.
that's a good jump.
Yeah.
But that does go back to what you mentioned earlier. Transplants in and out, in and out, in and out. So that can increase your numbers, if you will, from that lens. But it doesn't necessarily speak to people who are born here, live here, grow here, etc.
Or people making the mental and physical investments into, you know, when you got roots somewhere, you treat it differently versus when you passing through. So people be like, it ain't nothing to do in Charlotte, bro. Ain't nowhere to go. It's like, well, you moved here for your fancy job. You making 80, 90, 100K a year. You live in South End, or you live in Plaza, or you live in Noda. You paying $2,000 a month for your apartment, $3,000 a month. You walk to what's around there, and that's all you know.
That's
you don't know
yeah.
anything else that's moving around. And the whole time you got people out here who trying to.
There's stuff to do in Charlotte.
Yeah,
There's
there's
definitely
I be
stuff to do.
seeing
It's
stuff
plenty.
pop up, and I be like, I didn't even know they were doing it.
And people be out here getting scammed too.
Yeah.
People don't, because it's like, bro, you have no point of reference. So you got people that are not from here who come here, who throw events here, and the events be trash, and people are like, Charlotte got trash events. It's like, bro, the people who threw that wasn't even really from here. You know what I mean? Like, that don't have nothing to do with our actual culture.
But I do want to see more people from
commerce.
Charlotte step up and claim culture, like what you explained right now. Because like a lot of the, I'm not gonna say interactions, but a lot of the conversation I do hear mostly from people who are actually from Charlotte is just their frustration with the amount of transplants that come in and out, and that's one of the primary talking points. Like, most of the people that are from Charlotte are not from Charlotte, and so then that leaves me like, well, when are the people who are from Charlotte gonna stand up and say, like, this is our culture, like this is what Charlotte has to offer? Like, when are I'm not saying that y'all not. I'm just saying, like,
it's people that do it every day, and even there are transplants who are here contributing to the culture. You know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis. Like some of the homies, like Khalil and his homies from Lloyd Visuals production company out here, studio in Camp North End. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Gio, who moved down from Harlem and started Fitted CLT, you know what I'm saying, out there at Camp North End as well. You got people who have been here forever, like my former business partner, Davita Galloway from Dup and SWAT, who helped me get my start and get things rolling. It's people out here who are really, and those are just, you know what I'm saying, people that are coming off the top of my head at the moment, but there are people out here who are really trying to stake that claim. But at the end of the day, like, again, commerce reigns supreme, and people who, there's nobody who's coming to Charlotte who isn't adjacent to power.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And people who come here are also coming with their own, like, so for instance, we was running my marketing agency for the last 6 years before last summer, right? One of the questions around business owners that were in the same affiliate is like, how come we can't get bigger contracts with bigger things, other marketing entity, production companies that were established longer than us, all that kind of stuff. These are conversations that we're having. You got to think that CMO that's coming to whatever major corporation is coming with, 20, 30 years of experience. They got a book of people that they've already worked with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not looking. They have to be very intentional. Yeah, you have to be very intentional.
And they're not going to reach out to new businesses and stuff like that.
Why would I work with somebody that I haven't worked with before? You got to be very intentional, especially you talk about like growing a small business to a medium or a large size business. Now you got into the processes of what it takes to interface with a corporation like a Bank of America or Ally. Like, there are a whole procurement process. It's not like, yo, this is my homie and we can get you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when we're transacting business or doing business, you know what I'm saying, on a true small business level. It's like, yo, you got to build. This person runs procurement. They have a team of people that are doing procurement. Then you got to wait for the right type of contract to come up. Like, it's all types. That's a 3 or 4 year journey before you end up, you know what I'm saying, being able to do business with a larger entity or a corporation like that. And then the contract might even be that big. They might just be trying to leverage you on some, we help the community type shit.
For sure.
So there's layers to it all, man. And that's part of why I think I need to get out of Charlotte. I think I'm a little bit too close to it at this point, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be.
Get out, like move away?
Yeah, I think it's time. I think I need some time away for a minute, because I done spent 10, 15 years like fighting these battles and fighting uphill and being in meetings and sacrificing time and trying to build businesses and doing shit. And it's like, bro, I'm ready for. I need to get back to doing some stuff for just me.
Yeah, he said he need a sabbatical.
You feel me?
I ain't even want to come to Charlotte. I know other people have been not rushing to get to Charlotte, but a lot of people have been wanting to come here like badly, like, and moving and stuff in the groves, like what we talked about. And I was like, this wasn't even in my top 3 places to come live. Not that it's been bad since we've been here. Like, I learned a lot about Charlotte. I didn't know Charlotte was as black as it is until, we moved
so
here.
Much emphasis on black, though.
Because it's black.
He was like, but
it's
you was like,
capital B.
I ain't know it was so black as it is.
Keep it black.
It's like, because I didn't know about Charlotte, which is part of the reasons why it wasn't like on my list of places to come, because, coming from the DMV or being around DC, being around black people in that in mass or whatever is So places that I had on my list were mostly populated with black people. So like DC, Atlanta, like all the ones that's on the East Coast. So Charlotte, because I didn't know much about it, wasn't in my list. But then once I got to Charlotte and realized, the richness of history as it relates to black people, how many black people were here, I was like, oh, Charlotte might not be that bad.
Yeah.
I started settling into it, but that's because I didn't really know about it before we got here.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed too, I got like some homies. Shout out to Kim and Carell. They run Bird Pizzeria, which is like a nationally known, probably internationally known pizza restaurant at this point, in the Optimus Park neighborhood. And having a conversation with them and seeing how they came in from Chicago. Carell's from Ohio. And Kim's from Chicago. They came here, started a creative studio. That's when I met them originally, and now they ended up because of his passion for pizza. They ended up starting this pizzeria that ended up being really, really well received. And but part of it was just like one of the unlocks from when I met them a couple years ago was just like people move here and they don't have the preconceived notions that we have as people who grew up here. So when you talk about people, like, why not step up and say, like, claim and stake and do different things? Like, so they had their first creative studio was off of like Providence Road, and it was like this like really kind of like unique setup or whatever. And that's the Providence Road areas over there. Like they were like 5 minutes from like Queens University. You know what I'm saying? It's like I would have never thought to even look over there to try, as somebody who's from here, I would have never thought to even look over there to have a spot over there, because like we don't go over there. But they came here and just was like, yo, where we want to live? Schools,
Right.
We got a kid. Like, we trying to figure out, this is like the best spot. Oh, look, we found this spot right now. Shit. We should do this right here. And that's some of the barriers are like, you got to start to, if you're from here, it takes a while to get people to even like flip the lens to see like all the growth as like an opportunity and figuring out how to participate. Because it's like, again, people are latched on to the things like, bruh, like my peoples used to stay right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we literally used to live in this neighborhood, and now you got condos or high rises or whatever. And then on top of that, people move here and complain. We ain't got this, we ain't got that. It's like, bro, you've been here 18 months.
Right. You got to explore a little bit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stretch your legs. But
my biggest question is, why did they get rid of the Eastland Mall? That used to be my jam
Eastland
back
Mall
in the
was lit.
day.
It was lit. But I mean,
They had the little ice skating in the ring. I always looked down and was like, I'm gonna ice skate on you one day, but I just not right now.
Eastside, man, business is business. Business is business. Like, mall ended up closing like and struggling like some malls do, and then that site just became, it was supposed to be a couple of different things, but again, that gets into the politics of it all too.
Yeah,
in terms
sure.
of like the city ended up owning that land, trying to figure out what they was going to do with that site. Even we talk about local culture, right? Like, Eastland Mall was a site that was empty for so long. Then you had residents who came and was like, yo, actually, since it's going to be here, we might as well do something with it. Whole bunch of Black-owned, Latino-owned businesses set up Eastland Mall flea market, and was there for several years, keeping that area active.
Really?
Small businesses, like they built a DIY skate park over there. It was all types of that stuff. And then once the city decided to sell the land,
Gone.
all that stuff is gone.
Yeah.
You can't be here no more.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you talk about, like, it's like these things exist. These things happen. You have people who are making things shake, but again, the infrastructure is the infrastructure.
Right.
Somebody
That was
come
it
through
big.
and drop, some New York hedge fund come through and say, yo, we're going to buy this plot for blah, blah, blah. We're going to do this. Or somebody doing some venture back deal to build some more apartments because, you know what I mean, they broaden it. That's the other thing too, is like, Charlotte is a growing city, but also it's still kind of like a secondary from like a perception standpoint. So people will come here, they'll build something, and then we can afford for the Charlotte joint to not do what it needs to do because we're investing in these other markets.
Sure.
This is just a portfolio diversification thing, and the numbers look good, so it'll be straight. But we ain't necessarily got to actually invest in it. It's just another thing in the portfolio.
That's real. You drop some knowledge, man. You gotta invest in your portfolio. That's a life lesson. That's a life lesson. That's a life lesson, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a life lesson for real.
But yeah, I could talk Charlotte shit all day, man. We can talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, what
Well,
we
the
on,
big
man?
thing, I mean,
What we on, man? What we on?
Speaking of Charlotte, the notion that Charlotte has a unique culture when it comes to fashion and dress. Can Charlotteans dress or not?
First of all, we're the Charlatans.
Charlatans.
Hey, I ain't from here. I don't know. I'm a transplant.
Oh, I just call y'all the Hornets. Can the Hornets dress?
The Bobcats. Can the Bobcats dress?
See, the disrespect is crazy.
I did
The
see a
Bobcat era
TikTok.
didn't happen.
I did see a TikTok of a dude was ranting about how he don't like get dressed. Like he don't put on no more.
seen that
Like when
same
he was
video.
he was like coming from where he came from up north or stuff like that. He felt like it was always an occasion that you had to get dressed, like being your best, whatever. He was like, since he been in Charlotte, he's like he went out for a couple months, realized that the level of outfit that he was putting together didn't make sense for the environment. Was basically talking about how people in Charlotte can't dress and how either they can't dress or the events aren't even worth getting dressed for. So he just wear beat around clothes and stuff like that.
I just want people to know that, like, and it goes for the driving, it goes for the apparel, it goes for whatever, right? People will come here and say Charlotte does or doesn't have X, Y, and Z. But if nobody is in Charlotte that's from Charlotte, it's where y'all from that can't dress and can't. Like, oh, bro, people in Charlotte can't drive. Bro, everybody down here is from on the road is from New York and New Jersey and ride transit their whole life and can't drive.
And they cannot drive.
So they drive.
Why are you
4
in the
license
past?
plates I don't ever want to see on the interstate. New York, New Jersey, South Carolina, Florida. If I see those,
that is a super accurate.
If I see
that is
those
an
4
insane
license plates.
pool. That's an insane pool.
You can throw Texas in the mix
Worst
too. You can
drive
throw
I've ever
You can
seen
throw
in
Texas.
my entire life.
Before Texas, Georgia. I don't never want to see
No,
a
I'm fine
Georgia
with
license
Georgia.
plate. No, I
I'm
don't
fine
never
with
want
I'm
to
cool
see
with Texas too, because Texas is super big. Everybody got to
Bruh.
drive in Texas.
Nah,
But
I know cats.
New York,
Yeah.
Jersey, South Carolina, Florida.
That is
If
That's
you
very
see
accurate,
those
though.
That's
license
top
plates
4.
on
Very
the road.
Top 4.
Get out my way.
Get out my way. Move, leave, exit now.
Yeah.
I'm actually calling the police. Hello, I like to report a drunk driver.
Someone's driving erratically. I don't know what's going
Calling
on.
the
That
feds.
just pissed me off.
Yeah,
And
bro.
if I see a South Carolina plate attached to a Subaru, oh Jesus,
Hey,
Lord have mercy.
we got to
I'm
get
about
out of
to
there.
crash out, bro.
We got to get out of there.
I'm like,
Oh
Lord
my
have mercy.
gosh.
That jump pisses me off.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, man, people be from out of town. Don't be throwing events. Y'all moved in for wherever. It's like that's the other thing too. Even with that video, that perspective, I'm like, is that what young cats is doing these days? Like we getting dressed for other guys. Like you getting dressed for the environment around you. If you gonna like, I get fresh because I get fresh because I like what
That's
I'm
my
wearing.
mindset.
Like
Right.
why
That's my mindset.
would I be worried about what somebody else is gonna wear if I'm gonna get fresh? Or why would I feel like I need to adapt to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your sense of style is your sense of style. You know
Very
what I'm
true.
saying? Like
Yeah, my man Lace, last time we recorded, he was polo down every single episode. First
Horsepower.
episode, polo down. Second episode,
Hey,
polo
let's
down.
just throw it in
Third
the bag,
episode,
man. We just trying to get it done, man. Just throw that in the bag. Just throw that in the bag. Man. Come on, man. Let's go. What
That's why people hate Lace. I don't mind you that, but that's why people be hating you, Lace.
But
'Cause
why?
the first thing, remember I talked about counting pockets.
Yeah.
First thing people see, they start talking about that stuff. They start assessing it. You know, polo expensive. That hoodie was probably $200.
I mean, hey, you know what I
that
mean?
hoodie was probably $200. They Lace talking about, hey man, that's
screenshot
throwaway.
and AI
That's
image
throwaway.
searched it.
Throw that in the bag.
That's
man.
throwaway clothes, nigga. That's it.
throw that in the bag.
I wear that to do the lawn yard.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all
You
work.
never know.
You know what's wild though? That remind me. There's a guy when I lived in Michigan. Speaking about old school cats, anyway, he's actually the guy who taught me. I talked about this in the group chat a little bit. He's the guy who taught me how to cut grass and blow snow when we moved up there or whatever. I was 13. Learned how to do that back to back. 2 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. But his name was Mr. Archibald, and bruh used to wear these square toe dress shoes, and he wore them joints for everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was black square toe dress shoes. He could have been cutting the grass. He could have been watering the lawn.
Hey,
He could have
even get
he
no-
could have been painting the deck.
ain't got no
It didn't
traction.
matter. He had on them square toe dress shoes,
Hey.
and he had the earpiece in.
Bruh.
Real OG.
How you get traction cutting grass and some square toes?
Bro, I
Why
have
not?
no idea,
Hey.
bro.
I used to hate square toe dress shoes. They was
y'all
all the
have-
same. Remember everybody had the same Stacey Adams
Yo,
dress?
yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. And then they came out with the joints that had like
And then
the
they
elf
got
point
super
at the-
pointy.
at-
Yeah,
Crazy.
I never had none of them, but them
you
dresses
kick
wild.
somebody, it might be capital murder. You might be facing a capital murder
Ostrich
charge,
skin
bro.
dress shoes with the
For
point
real.
on the front. Gold
Roger
tip
had
at the
some.
top.
Roger had some pointy shoes.
Gold tip at the top. I know you. I know the Ville they had them joints on in the Ville.
Oh, they was
had
rocking
them
them heavy with an 8-button suit. They
I
was
was about to say, the
crazy
suits
out
is
there.
next.
joints.
The
Shoulder
suits is
pads
next.
included
Hey.
in the suit.
Straight
Nigga
from
look
the
like he's
cave.
suiting up
button,
for a
shoulder
Sunday.
pads.
He's
Straight
suiting
from
up
the-
for a
from the,
Sunday.
French cuff on the
Hey.
on the suit.
What was it? Straight from what's the men's store? The 2 letters.
K&G.
K&G.
Straight from the
Two
K&G.
for 150.
I was just in K&G the other day.
Yeah, you seem
No,
like
no,
you
listen.
still. You seem like you still freaking.
no. Before you
K-
say something,
Ain't nothing wrong with the
before you say
K&G.
something, before you say something, my man getting married in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to find a suit option that could be affordable for his entire party.
Yeah.
Respect
K&G
that.
offered somebody something affordable, so
Okay.
we was in K&G trying to find a.
Nothing wrong with
you know
a
what I'm saying?
K&G,
I told him, I
bruh.
said, "Nigga, I ain't been in K&G in over a decade.
Do they have European cuts over there?
They got all type of stuff in there now. I mean, only reason I used to go back to K&G back in the day because they used to had a buy 2 get 3.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was like $2 for $1.50, all of that.
K&G was 6 suits. Hey, I had 200.
6 suits, 28 neckties. You good for the year.
With the shirt that come with the tie.
Right.
The shirt, tie, pad, everything, bro.
Now listen, the shirt with the tie combo. Let's not.
Now that's diabolical.
That is
That's
not
diabolical.
That is efficiency.
Oh,
okay, so that way I don't have to go look for a tie.
With a Martinsville mindset, I can see how that could be efficient.
What is it?
No, I'm not wearing that.
You couldn't even tie a real tie because that joint, the
So
tongue
thin
be
all
sitting
over
on
the place, bruh.
The collar points on that joint
And what
sitting
give me
straight up on
too?
the suit.
Them cats used to also put the pocket square in their shirt pocket. Man, get out of here. Man, watch out, man. Watch out.
Not the handkerchief folded, but the cardboard with the joint sitting up on
with the
it.
board.
Man, watch out, man.
You gotta have a little handkerchief.
I know you had one of them.
I gotta have a little handkerchief.
Nah,
If you
watch
got the
out.
handkerchief and you actually making it, yeah, but not the cardboard joint with the
No.
Yeah, it should be that much
Just sitting up on
material.
your-
This much cardboard that long, you folding it up, man. Watch out.
Oh my god.
Y'all still doing cufflinks?
I do wear cufflinks.
I ain't
It
wore
depends
cufflink
if
in a
I'm wearing
while.
like a suit or something like a tux, maybe,
Yeah.
or depending on the dress shirt. But for the most part, nah, because a lot of the new ones, like them fresh European fit joints, they got regular buttons.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting like custom dress shirts for the most part.
And that's where you get.
Yeah,
Bro, I got made to
custom.
measure for my wedding from Indochino. I think every guy
Now
should
that's
get
a solid brand.
Everybody should get it.
Yeah.
I think just for the experience in and of itself. Indochino's not even like custom. That's like fast
I couldn't
fashion
even
custom.
I couldn't think of the name, but I was
But-
trying to tell him the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I got 2 suits from there.
I would encourage every man to get a custom fitted suit.
least
At least
one.
one. At least one.
Absolutely.
Find
much
them
they
on
run
sale. You said what?
How much they run?
It's about $750.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they last
About
forever.
$750.
They last forever. You got the Sam Honey.
Right.
You got the Sam Honey.
Hey, look.
Did you not hear me when I said that Sam Hunt was gonna hurt me?
I
said,
as soon as he said something,
Troy said, I'm going to stick to them box shirts. I'm going to stick to the box shirts.
Troy was like, all right.
Yeah.
they-
I mean, it was for
They do
the
have some
wedding.
that are cheaper though, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
solid brand, as you mentioned, tailored. You know what I mean? Tailored suit. You get your European cut, all of that. Like with my Indochino suits, I got my initials embroidered, all of that, lace on the inside. So
And that's why
if you
they hate
steal my
lace.
if you steal my jacket, you
Do you still go to go to Charles Tire with to get your dress shirts?
go to where?
Charles Tire with.
No, I use Paul Fredericks. That's where I get my custom dress.
Because Charles Tire with, they got all the type of dress, and you can get your
Yeah, you get your
embroidery, your
monogram,
name, and all that.
What I've been doing now with my monogram though, so I used to just have lace or L on it. Now I get name and cursive, all that kind of stuff. So if I'm wearing a cufflink shirt, something like that, you know what I mean? You got a little
Somebody
pop.
can see it.
You know, a little pop.
Yeah, I gotta get my suit game back up because the ones I got, they're not fitting like I
Well,
used to.
K&G got to
That
buy
back
one
ain't
get
backing
three.
like
Yeah,
it
man,
used
go to K&G, get
K&G
started.
got the
But
buy one, get
Indochino
three.
is
Man,
solid, man.
you really having paper. You need to pop into a tailor,
Yeah.
man. Get
Yeah,
you something
man.
proper.
At
You know
least
what I'm
one.
saying?
Once in a lifetime.
So I'm finding now, because I like the European cut, I actually have to go up a size and a half or 2 sizes up and then get it tailored for that.
If you go to a custom tailor,
They
they
can do
will,
all that
they
for
will
real.
make
You ain't
it
gotta
for
do
you
all that.
from
From
scratch.
scratch.
You pick out
And
your
you pick the
materials,
fabric,
Exactly.
everything.
all that.
And then
Some of them even let you design it.
yeah, like you pick the inner lining. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of the things that was just dope.
I gotta
Having
send y'all a picture of my inner line.
I had the inner lining.
I got some fire though. I do. I just thought about that. I got some fire.
But see,
I
that's
got
the
some
thing
fire.
though. You got it, but you forgot about it because you don't wear it on a regular. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't. I mean, you don't wear. Depending on the color suit, you might wear like a black suit more frequently, or blue, gray. But like for like tan, brown, like that kind of stuff, I don't
Spring.
wear
Those are spring suits.
frequently. You know what I mean? So, and with the seasons changing, you tap into some of
Different
the newer
fabrics.
colors and fabrics and stuff like right now. Forest green is major, burgundy is back. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. So being able to assess and have some highlight pieces.
Man,
Man,
what y'all timeline be looking like to tell you what the colors is for the season?
You just got
Or
pay
You just
attention,
gotta know.
man.
You just
Yeah, pay
yeah.
attention,
When it
man.
comes to suits, it's kind of like it's a little bit easier because if you're a sneakerhead, you kind of understand that concept already because certain seasons is for certain shoes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like depending on the season, so then you take that same concept with suits. I mean, just like when it's time to wear a hoodie versus not.
Yeah,
Suit the
yeah,
same
yeah.
way. Like you understand the seasons in the clothing and stuff like that. And then it's a little bit easier if you wear suits all the time. But if you're not someone who regularly wears suits, you're not just gonna be like, oh, this is spring suit or this is fall. You know what I'm saying? So
Like when it get warm out, you want to get to your linens,
Right.
your seersuckers,
That's
like your lighter
it.
fabrics and stuff that breathes because it's gonna be hot out.
Yeah.
And your nuts ain't sweating in the suit.
Yeah, man. Then you get to the
you
front.
don't want to have swamp draws. That's
feel
the
me?
one thing you do not want to
You
have is
feel
swamp
me?
draws.
Yeah,
So-
if you can't get an Indochino, if you can't get a custom right now, at least get a as close as you can, like a slim fit European cut.
Go to
get a
S&K,
tailor, just so,
Men's
go to-
Warehouse, get you
at
something.
least
You know what I mean?
have the experience of getting it tailored.
Tell you, I mean, even like the
Yeah.
Kenneth Cole brand, Kenneth Cole Reaction, they have solid suits that last. You know
Kenneth
what I'm
Cole
saying?
is a good brand.
I
Yeah.
remember when Groupon used to have the suit pops on they on they
Groupon
joint.
had suits?
You could go on
You
Groupon.
could find some gems on Groupon.
You could
back
go
in
on
the day.
Groupon and pay $150 and get 4 suits. All the same suit, just in 4 different colors, all in one pack.
I've never seen that on
Legit.
Groupon.
I used to see that back in the day.
Yeah.
But you know,
Any reputable department store have a tailor in there so you can get it at least tailored if you're getting it off the rack.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Get it right, man. Get it right. But back to the notion: Charlotte? What is it? Charlotte
Make
Knights.
sure we did
Charlotte Knights. Charlotteans can dress it out. Now, my roommate in college, shout out to Larry Blair, LB. What it do, man? Tap in if you ain't listening, man. But LB hooped at Liberty with us, and his style was definitely his style. I called it Southern Urban. But I remember back in the day, particularly if you was from Charlotte, everything had 704 on it in some way. Hats. I remember he showed up in a basketball jersey one time, which I was like, bro, what are we doing? But, you know, it's definitely for me, it was definitely an eclectic style during that time frame. Now, granted, this was years ago, but yeah, Charlotte has a different vibe when it comes to fashion.
Well, I mean, all the stuff that we were doing back then is now starting to come back. I mean,
Yeah.
the stuff that I grew up with is the same thing that everybody remembers: the tall tees, having your forces that match, Jabos,
That was
NASCAR
heavy.
jackets.
Yeah, that was heavy.
Tall
Dickies.
tees was
The NASCAR jackets was definitely
NASCAR
a
jacket, yeah.
major
Thing, bro.
Charlotte vibe. I mean, it was everywhere, but when I was here, it was always,
I had a race car jacket.
you know what I mean, definitely a Charlotte vibe.
Yeah, get you some
Hornet
Dickies.
starters, all of that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? Starter jackets, all that. You know what I mean? We had it. It's a to your point about the urban piece. It's definitely even an influence and a mix of a couple different things. But I mean, again, like I have to make the designation of people are crediting things to Charlotte, but at the same time, at the other side, it's talking to the other side of the mouth. They say that nobody's from here.
Right.
So how do you know that how are you
How
assigning
you know
this
that people
thing
in
to
Charlotte can't dress if you don't know
ain't
who Charlotte? Yeah,
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 you don't
that's
know
right.
who from Charlotte and who not.
Exactly, and you ain't having the conversation.
So then the people that's from Charlotte put on a fashion show and let us see.
Let us see. You know?
right.
But that's the thing.
Do a fashion show and let us see it.
People who are making stuff happen, like shout out to Perrine, the Shields, and I'm forgetting her doggone.
Bro, your
sorry,
Rolodex
Will.
of context is
But,
crazy.
Yeah, like they just did the when the Black Dandyism thing happened for Met Gala, they did a Charlotte version of it at the Harvey B. Gantt Center and had everybody out there getting
I
fresh
ain't know
and getting
that.
fly.
How did they advertise that?
Brother,
I would've went-
again. You gotta be
tapped in.
You gotta
I
be
ain't
tapped
know.
into the culture, bro. And that thing was incredible. They had an incredible night. They had a fashion show, had a runway. Everybody got up. Everybody was dressed.
I would've
I'll drop
came
it
to
in the
that.
chat, but so y'all can see that. But
You
it's
was in
like
a fashion show back
we
in
got
the day.
stuff that's
Weren't
happening.
you in a fashion show?
None that I can
I
remember.
thought you was in a fashion show back in the day. Man.
No, none that I can remember. I
Jenkins.
mean, I would do one, but I
Shield
wasn't.
Jenkins.
Not that I can
Shout out to
remember.
Will Jenkins too.
Do y'all have like a go-to Charlotte type of Instagram page or something like that? Like in Winston-Salem, we have a go-to Winston or inside a Winston-Salem Instagram page that tells you all the events.
There's
and
a
stuff that's
couple. I
going
think it's
on.
the Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Well, you have official.
No, Charlotte
you have
is
Charlotte.
the
Look,
Charlotte's version of the Shade Room.
official page. Are you talking about like official pages, or are you just talking about like just random stuff that people are like posting events?
Official pages.
Yeah, I mean, official pages are like people. The stuff that people go to is like, which again, these are not. Well, what's the name is like? So you got it's probably 2 specific ones that are like government backed, like that would be official pages, and one of them is Charlotte's Got a Lot. That's like the official like tourism situation, and then you got just the Uptown COT, which is
Yeah, that's the one that I follow on Instagram.
that has that's ran by Charlotte Center City Partners. But yeah, there are a bunch of little offshoot pages. A lot of people in Charlotte probably getting their news and information from Axios, which is a problem in and of itself because again, that's a national publication
Charlotte.
that has chapters all over.
That's where I get mine.
That's really the spectrum.
Bruh.
It's like either people are looking at Charlotte, or they're looking at Axios, and then they be like, I don't know what's going on.
Bro, I tried
Charlotte.
I tried to follow Charlotte for a little bit. I'm like, bro, they really just killed somebody on camera right now. And then the next thing is, come to our party. I'm like, no, I don't want to come to your party because I don't want to be like the last reel was.
People finessing, man. People just finessing off the ignorance.
Nah,
of people
Charlotte's
being
cool
here.
though. Charlotte's definitely cool. What's your perspective on? You think that CIAA will ever come back here?
Nah.
Never.
And I think it would be they'll be hard pressed to get it back. And that's because the conference is making money now. The schools are doing well now. People are attending the games. Baltimore has embraced CIAA in a way that Charlotte has not from an actual tournament perspective. That's the other thing too. Everybody's like, CIAA. As a matter of fact, we in February, CIAA coming up.
Yeah.
That's a topic of conversation always. Charlotte was so lit when CIAA was here. It was like, bro, y'all didn't go to no games. Y'all didn't donate to nobody.
I did go to one. I did go to one.
Was that
I did go to one
Coming for the
game.
game.
Everybody was coming. From
I was
all
coming-
over.
They weren't coming for the not the game.
I was coming for the game.
but you were coming for the game.
The basketball tournament.
I was coming for the game.
But
You
not
know
for
what I mean?
the, what was crazy is I'm so dumb. I thought the C in CIAA meant Charlotte,
Bruh.
because my whole
Where
my
did
whole
y'all go
knowl-
to school,
Nigga,
bro?
I'm from the
God,
north. Well, relatively north, but I like. It was always in Charlotte, to my knowledge and understanding. When I came to
It used to
understand
be
what
in Raleigh back
CIAA
in the
was,
day.
CIAA was,
Yeah, and
it was
Greensboro.
always in Charlotte. So I thought the C in CIAA meant Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Nah,
It wasn't until they moved it to Baltimore. I was like, how the hell
I'm
they
gonna be
gonna
that
move
guy.
to Baltimore?
CIAA was lit.
Charlotte.
CIAA was lit.
The big I
I learned that afterward, after the fact. I was like, now they got to change the name.
Yeah, which is crazy though, because a lot of the schools in CIAA are in North Carolina. So when it went to Baltimore, it was different. I haven't experienced it in Baltimore, but but even like CIAA football, they did that in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So they did that in Salem, Virginia of all places. You know what I mean? So that is now shifted, I believe. But it goes back to connections, because the mayor of Salem at the time had some connections with CIAA schools. That's how he got it there in Roanoke, Salem area. But yeah, man.
Yeah, they just read up for Baltimore. They just put out the bid last year.
Oh, word?
Yeah, so the next
It
round is
ain't
going to be
coming
at
back.
Baltimore. Yeah, like
ain't
Baltimore has embraced it, like I said, in a way, and incentives, like you know what I mean. Again, like they're the economics of being in Baltimore makes more sense for the conference from a business perspective and the schools. You know what I'm saying? Like if you come to a city and they're like, yo, like you can just have the arena. We're not going to charge you for anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It allows for you to operate at a different level. So all the ticket money and all that revenue and everything that's coming and some of the events that are actually affiliated with the conference. Because that was the thing too. CIAA as a brand was getting a bad rep in Charlotte for things that were happening that weren't attached to the tournament.
Correct. Connected to. Yeah.
So it was like, oh, shootings and this and that and blah blah. And you know what I mean? Again, we are
a lot of action out here though.
Charlotte is a very progressive city from a narrative perspective, but has conservative infrastructure. So when the conservative infrastructure sees that these different things are happening,
debauchery is what they would.
you know what I mean? They're gonna start pulling strings. They're gonna start pulling strings.
Debauchery.
Debauchery.
So yeah, I doubt CIAA.
Well, at least Charlotte got an STK.
Did you go?
Nah, I still ain't.
You ain't
Why?
been yet?
I've been to the Belt.
You know Troy Frugal.
Well, I walk by it every time I'm going to the Belt Theater, because I've been to the Belt Theater a couple times. They got some really good shows.
Stop
out
on
there.
in there.
Save your money.
Probably should.
I would agree with that, Dave. Like the experience was cool, but the food, I would say, I mean, it was.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
Yeah, so, sometimes you want to pay for an experience. Sometimes you want to try something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's you're definitely paying for the experience. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Man, just go ahead and hit Del Frisco's
the Frisco smack.
It do.
or hit
Del
Steak
Frisco
48.
smack.
Steak 48's all right.
Bang.
But that's the same thing about just experiences.
Yeah.
All those are experiences.
They are, but I feel like I don't know, bro. For me, STK just I haven't even been in this one. It's just like looking at it, I'm like, this is just not gonna be my vibe. It feels like it feels like they're leaning in on the experience more so than they're actually being something.
Yeah.
The steak was straight though.
It was cool.
Yeah, the porterhouse I got was straight.
Okay.
It was junk.
Porterhouse.
Yeah, it was like 135.
Yeah, they up there. They up there. You go spend at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, I left. I was $400 down when I left.
That's what you go. You go spend that. But it's like the SCK here compared to the one in DC, it is vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
It is vastly different. Now, granted, DC has a different. Now, Charlotte does have a brunch scene and all that, but it's still different. DC compared to
DC's brunch scene is not compared to anything else in the country.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And that's because they done turned it
SCK.
into something it ain't.
Yeah, it's club brunch.
Yeah.
Where you go.
So to your point with that TikTok was somebody who was from up north in some capacity.
They were from up north.
Yeah, I mean that's.
But Northerners do have like a I say Northers. I'm including myself because I'm kind of North, but we do tend to look down on the South though. So we come already with this mindset of like the North is better.
Which side you claiming right now? You claiming Gary?
This
Indiana?
nigga's from the South.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
You've been in the South longer than North
He
at this
grew
point.
up below the Mason-Dixon line.
If he
That's why I
claims
said
DMV,
relatives. That's why I'm saying relative South.
I was about to say.
I said relative South.
If he claims DMV, then that
The
is
DMV, you're not going to
technically
get
North.
southern vibe, Southern experience. None of that is going to come from the district. You're not going to get that. So that's why I say relative North. Am I upstate New York North? Am I New England North? Nah, I'm relative North.
Right,
As
well,
in,
New York
technically,
is-
if we go by the Civil War map, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from the South.
Yeah.
And I'm South.
Yeah.
But I'm not Southern. I don't have that, Southern experience.
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
But
say
New York
like,
that's its own beast within itself because cats from New York just swear by it. And I'm just like, this shit is mid to me. Like, you can go out at any time of the night and find something to do. But what that got to do with like the experience of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool.
Can't find a parking spot in New York.
Ever.
I don't know why you would drive in New York. Driving in New
Troy
York is
lost.
crazy.
Once Troy couldn't find a parking spot, I'm done with New York.
I'm done.
I'm driving straight back.
I'm done.
I'm driving straight back.
Ain't no grass for me to put my car on and nothing.
Nah, it's real though. You know what I'm saying? So
done.
it's yeah.
It was cool.
I do like the subway system
I've actually never
and the
been to New
metro
York.
in DC.
Yeah, never been. No, I want to go. Never been to New York.
You got to go, man. You got to do all the touristy things. You
Yeah,
gotta go.
I actually do want to go to
I
New
ain't
York.
doing
I've
I
been to
ain't
New
doing
York and
all
never
that.
been to none of the touristy things. I ain't seen the
Well,
Statue
I'm just
of
trying to
Liberty.
go to.
Never been
I like
none
the
of that.
city vibe. I like the lights.
So you want to go
North-
to Times Square?
Like New York looks like
essentially.
New York looks like all the same reasons why I like being in the city in DC at night. Like the lights, the vibe, the energy. So
Yeah.
when I think of New York, I think about nighttime, the night, even just the lights. I don't necessarily got to be on the scene, but even if I'm just in the vicinity, I think it'd just be something for me to.
Times Square is one of the places you got to hit.
Times
up.
Square, Manhattan, cool. You gotta go to Harlem if you're going. You know what I mean? A lot of I like a lot. Particularly when you see from like black film and movies, the artsy, eclectic pieces of New York, stuff like that. That's what I lean more into. You know what I mean? All the Brooklyn brownstones, like all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Why you don't want to go to see stuff like the Statue of Liberty and stuff like that?
Been there, done that. What do I want to see that shit for?
I mean, you got to do at least once. He ain't never been. I'm saying if you go,
well, you
gotta
gonna
at
take
least
the boat,
see
go
it.
see it if you want to go see it. I mean, get on the
lose a
boat.
whole-
I just don't like getting
whole
on
day.
boats
You
like
lose a
that.
whole
You know what I
day.
mean?
You gonna lose a
Well,
whole
if you go to
day.
Ellis Island and all of that, but you can see it from a distance. But if you actually want the like in the Statue of Liberty,
Yeah.
Oh no,
You gotta
I ain't
get
gotta
on the
get.
boat
I
to
ain't
go,
gotta
you
get
know
in the
what I mean?
You're
statue.
gonna lose a whole day looking at everything you done seen in all these movies.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gotta get in the
I mean,
statue. I just.
I mean, but you've seen it in the movies. Now you get to actually see it in real life.
Ain't no. Yeah, you might as well, bro. If you're gonna go to New York, just go get outside.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I'm going.
Spend
I
your
just
time
want to
getting
go,
outside.
be outside, see the lights, do all the different things like that.
all the eateries. You know what I
Same
mean?
thing about
Harlem,
Vegas. I
you
ain't
know
been to
what I'm saying?
Vegas either, but that's the same reason I want to go to Vegas.
Oh, bro,
Nah,
you got to
haven't
go to
been to
Vegas.
I ain't been to Vegas either.
Vegas survived.
I don't really
Vegas
care
is
about
a vibe.
gambling. I just want to be able to see the lights and stuff.
And
Like
we
the
went
night
and we
vibe.
didn't spend $1 on gambling, and we enjoyed.
Yeah, the last
ourselves.
couple times I've gone, I didn't gamble for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, good food, shows, that kind of thing. That's the vibe.
Go to the gondola. Go ahead and get you a little, get in a little boat. Ride in the gondola. What else you got to do? And you got to walk the strip. They literally have walkways where you can cross the street by just going up steps and stuff like that. That's super cool.
There's a bridge walk.
Yeah, bridge walkway. And there's shows actually on the strip. So like you can walk by one hotel, they got a water show going on. You got lights and stuff going on right there. That's really cool. Yeah, it's a really good vibe.
Yeah, Vegas cool.
Everywhere that I've been that has been described as what it was. New York was big, loud, and dirty. Mm-hmm. Went to LA.
You might have a rat run up on you like, hey, yo, what's up, B? What's up, B?
Wearing Timberlands.
You know what I'm saying? Rat got on 6 weeks.
When I did hit LA, I didn't get the vibe of LA until I actually hit Venice. I had to hit Venice Beach
Now,
to
Venice is
actually
a-
feel
Venice
the
is a nice-
vibe of
yeah.
LA that people talk about.
And I'll tell you another spot in California. Anaheim is cool.
Anaheim,
Anaheim is cool in Cali.
Yeah, but just to go to LA, was downtown, did a little shopping, kind of popped over, I ate some food, hit the bro, checked out some artwork and all that kind of stuff, and was like, all right, man, yeah, I mean, LA cool, but
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
And then went to Venice and was like,
This is it.
I get it.
Yeah, this is it.
Actually went to the beach section?
Yeah, went out there to skate park, out there by the beach, got people performing on the street, ate out there, like it was just a whole vibe, ocean breeze, nice and warm, like I was like, all right, I can understand like I don't understand the appeal of sitting in traffic for 2 hours to do something.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
But yeah, certain spots you should try to experience. Toronto being another one. Toronto is a vibe.
I want to go to Toronto.
Toronto's
I never
a
heard
complete
no one
vibe.
say nothing negative about Toronto.
Toronto's a vibe, bro. Like
I heard the food is good there
food
too.
banging. You know what I mean? You go get a contact from walking down the street. So that's my type of people. You know what I mean? That's my type of people. But yeah,
Oh, weed
Toronto's a vibe.
is legal there?
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no, Toronto's a vibe. Every time I've been to Toronto, I've enjoyed it.
So I got stuff to put on my list.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Get
Gotta
out
see
there.
some things. Gotta see
Get
some
out there.
things.
Get
I want to go to Buffalo, and I want to see. I want to go to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. I want to go see Niagara.
Well, you can
Falls.
see that from Buffalo.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But they said the best view is on the.
Canadian side. Correct. So, but yeah, that's cool. Toronto has that. I forget the restaurant that spins around. You see the whole city. It's like 60 to 100. It's high in there.
Might have lost
You gotta
me.
take a.
Might
take
have
an
lost me
elevator
with
up.
that.
But
I don't like
it
heights.
spins slowly while you
terrified of
enjoy
heights.
your meal. You know, but you don't even know you up
It's
there. You know what I'm
counterintuitive.
saying?
Yeah.
That's cool. Raptors game, cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Toronto's a vibe, man. Actually, the nightlife is cool in Toronto too. You'd be surprised. We talk about fashion and stuff like that. Even the urban fashion scene there is cool. So yeah, Toronto's a vibe, man.
Scared of heights.
I'm terrified of heights. I don't like
You
heights.
do roller coasters?
Huh?
You don't do roller coasters?
I get on roller coasters, but I'm afraid
You
when
were
I'm on them.
scared.
I'm scared the whole
scared.
time I'm on it, but I get on it.
I feel you.
Drop Zone is the one that just.
I
gives
did it
me
one time. I
anxiety
almost
the whole
fought
time.
everybody that I was with for getting on there.
Yeah.
And then homeboy fell off at the Drop Zone. I was like, nah.
Yeah, nah.
How
You
you
ain't
do
go
that?
Final Destination me. I'm gonna stay.
Was that-
I'm gonna stick to what I know.
Yeah.
I'm
you
gonna
do
do what
that?
I know.
I think I don't know. I think his harness wasn't tightening. Some people also are saying that he had something to do with his harness not being tightened up all the way and ended up falling out that joint. And he died. That
On the
was
way
a few
down-
years
on the
ago.
way down?
Now it wasn't. It's a version of the Drop Zone. So Drop Zone is what we call it here in Charlotte, but they got that joint all over the nation, and they got it different names. And he fell off that joint. And died.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
I don't even think they call it Drop Zone. The Carowinds no more. They didn't change the names
Dang,
of
I
all
ain't
the
been to
rides
Carolina
over there.
either.
Oh, I hate Carowinds.
I ain't been in there. I ain't been there probably 20 years.
And treated by a season pass for the whole family every year. to go to
Carowinds is a vibe, bro. I've been
Carowinds
going there
ain't
since I was a kid.
Carowinds ain't no vibe.
See, you got season passes though.
You got to go to the diner. You know what I'm saying? Ride the Back in the Future ride. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie though. I do want to check out their new like adult section of the water
water park?
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
like
they
a
was
new,
putting
like,
that joint up, yeah.
adults only bar, swim up bar, all that kind of stuff. Little cabana situation.
Carowinds okay. I don't really care about theme
You
parks
be
like
going.
that.
You
for
be
real.
going though. You don't want to go, but you be going.
Gotta take the
I
kids, man.
gotta take the
Walk around.
kids. Yeah, I don't want to go. My kids want to go. I'm
The
make sure
best
they have.
time to go is on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Man, ain't nobody driving all the way out here to go to no damn Carowinds on a Monday or Tuesday.
I'm being-
man.
I'm-
It only
Bruh.
take me 25 minutes to get to
I know
Carowinds.
you. I'm talking about that. Man.
If you want to enjoy the park with no lines, a Monday or a Tuesday.
The lines don't be that long at Carowinds. I just don't think Carowinds is much to talk about. It's got 3 roller coasters, pretty much. Once you do those 3,
you done them all.
you just done. You in the
done
park. What
them
the
all.
hell
Once
we
you
doing
do
it? Why you waste my time to
You
come
done
all the way
them
over here to Carowinds for y'all to do 3 roller coasters? And then we turn around and
Oh
leave.
my god.
They got Top Gun. Okay, they got Top Gun. They got Thunder Road.
Hey.
Whoa. You have not been to Carowinds in a while.
Yeah.
Thunder Road forwards and backwards was torn down years ago.
Oh no, for real?
Troy said he loved Carowinds.
Right.
When the last time you been to Carowinds?
No, I do love
When
it,
the
but I
last time
just
you
ain't
been to
been.
Carowinds?
What Stephen A. say? We don't care. We don't care.
When the last time you went?
Last time I went to Carowinds, 2023, 4? Two or three. One of the two.
2003 or 2023?
Or
2022,
2014.
2023 or 2024. One of those two.
There was no.
I remember
Thunder Road.
distinctly
was
because my
no
wife got
Thunder
sick
Road.
while
There
we
was
were
no
there.
Thunder Road.
I know that doesn't
2024.
exist at Carowinds right now.
They tore it down to extend the water park.
The Fury, Intimidated 305.
Intimidator,
The what's the other stupid one that the kids like to ride? Is
Vortex?
purple and yellow.
Oh no, purple and yellow.
Whatever they call it. They was raving about it. They finally were tall enough to ride it. But it's only like 4 real roller coasters.
Yeah,
in
they
there.
took down Borg Simulator. Which is the joint where you like lay down? They took that down.
It was only like 4 in there.
I don't even know. Y'all.
They got the little kitty joints. They got the Snoopy. They got the other joint. They be once they done.
It wasn't the same. Once Paramount sold it. Once they sold it to Cedar Fair.
Get me out this part.
No more. That's not the Carowinds we grew up with. Yeah, Carowinds used to be lit.
All I do is stop by Cinnabon on my way out. That's it.
Get you a hot bun.
Yeah, give me a little Cinnabon on my way out. That's it. That's it. That's my reward for taking the family.
I feel you. You gotta reward yourself.
Stop by Cinnabon.
You gotta reward yourself.
That's
it's so funny. This is the first time we've actually had an episode completely dedicated to Charlotte. Like we never really talked about Charlotte like that.
Yeah,
and we be here.
Yeah, no, like I said, Charlotte.
That encompasses how people treat and think and feel about Charlotte. We come to poach its resources and we don't think about it any further.
I feel you.
Look,
Ladies and gentlemen.
I try to get rooted in Charlotte. I be wanting to know. Like if I live somewhere, I be wanting to know about it. But you gotta, like I said, if I have people from there to know about it, and because I don't, you the only one. Like just some of the stuff that you talked about today, I would have never known about none of that. If you didn't say that.
To the history of it all, like the history, even the black history of it is hidden. I honestly did not know a lot. I started to learn a lot about my knowledge of my hometown grew with my creative career. So I was named the Charlatan of the Year in 2018 for doing doing some work at the Harvey B. Gantt Center with Alvin C. Jacobs Jr. of an exhibition that's in their permanent collection called Welcome to Brook Hill. So it was telling and documenting the stories of a historically black neighborhood in that's right next to South End called Brook Hill. It was founded in the early 1950s, and there was a war like going on between like people who own that land, people who own the structures on the land, and black people was essentially suffering because of that. So Alvin went over there, took photos, was telling the stories of that community, ended up in the Gantt Center. I helped co-curate the exhibition, did some exhibition design during that time, as well as working on some joints with the Levine Museum of the New South, called a project called Home. I did 2 versions of that. One of them specifically focused on the Brooklyn neighborhood. That 3 to 4 year period where I was actively working in those exhibits is where I learned the most about the black history and the additional history about Charlotte in my own hometown. And I was in my like mid 20s when I was starting to do that work. Mid to late 20s when I started to do that work. So the history, especially the black history, you have to dig for it. You have to know it's a lot of oral history and oral tradition that's passed down because it's not documented in the same way. You're not gonna see this stuff in the Mint Museum. You're not going to see this stuff. The Levine Museum had what they called their main exhibition, which was Cotton Fields, the Skyscrapers, which tells the story of Charlotte, but it didn't always have all of those individual like black history pieces that are attached to it.
So
Charlotte.
Moral of the story: wherever city you go to, get you a Dave. You know what I'm saying? Get you a Dave so you know what time it is, man. Get you a Dave.
But yeah,
for real.
All right, Mr. Charlotte. Go ahead,
Mr. Charlotte.
Man,
Charlotte
it's been the Manly D's podcast. It's Dr. Life Coach Lace, your boy Melly Mel, Dave Has Wings, your boy Troy, and we out. Throw your foes up. Charlotte episode. Everybody throw your foe.
Is that what's supposed
Trey?
to do?
Well, nah, it ain't a Trey foe. That's where we from.
That's a
Trey foe. You feel
yeah,
me?
but throw your foes up.
You figured it out.
704.
Name of the episode from Charlotte with Love.
I ain't changing my area code on my phone either. I ain't changing my phone number. I'm gonna keep my.
I was just talking to him about that the other day.
I'm keeping my phone number.
That's all I got
left at home. I ain't changing my phone number.
I'm keeping my 276 myself.
That's it. That's all I got left at home. I ain't changing my phone number.
I feel